I was able to help this lifter in just 3 exercises. From being unable to bend over because of 7 out of 10 pain, to touching their toes with significant relief. Now before Justin shares his secrets, how did this happen in the first place? The lifter in question is about 4 weeks out from a powerlifting meet and was squatting. And honestly, squatting felt fine. Nothing in the session, according to them, was bothering them during. But after the squat session, especially the day after, something about their tailbone felt off. And things turned pretty painful as time went on. And I'm sure we've all been there. Like, you do things and they feel good, and then like the day after, or even later on that same day, something just feels off and it just feels like, what the hell happened? So anyways, this lifter made a smart choice because they are 4 weeks out and time is of the essence, so they reached out for some help. We chatted for a little bit and decided to hop on an assessment call where we did our thing. So before the assessment call and during, I was taking a look at things like programming, mobility, range of motion, and form videos of their previous squatting work. Based on the assessment and the simple nature of the intensity of their training being this close to a meet, all of these things were pointing towards the idea of like their tailbone was moving in a funny way as things got heavier in their training. So here are the 3 moves we did to address it. We did a 90-90 hamstring iso, a fancy wall sit, and a kickstand RDL against the wall with just body weight. So the first goal of these 3 exercises and why I thought to give them in the first place is to first get things to calm down. If I can imagine the painful area and the muscles and joints in that general area, we can start to reverse engineer the exercises that use those muscles in that area to get things moving in a tolerable way. And after that, we just scale with movements that are relative or relevant, that are relevant to the motions that are bothering them. And in this case, we're focused on getting bending over to feel a lot more comfortable. Now, just because we got things to be relatively pain-free does not mean this is the end of the management. We need to see how these movements in general affect training, especially being 4 weeks out from a powerlifting meet. We need to make the right choices and modify programming to allow things to feel good as intensity continues to drive up and leading into the meet itself. Now, the cool thing is this lifter has a coach, and I will be communicating with both of them to make these things happen. But my favorite thing is with just these 3 moves, with a couple of sets that takes no longer than 10 minutes to do, they can address their pain during the workday and be able to get through these things without any issues. Now for you, if you are watching this and you are also dealing with some pains that are just stopping you from training the way you want to, reach out to me for help and we can figure out what to do together.